Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anjali Kumar once again bringing you greetings from Maitri. Maitri is a space where we talk anything and everything about women's health. So today I have someone special with me. She is Dr. Smita Vats. She is a gynecologist with more than 20 years of experience in her field, an excellent clinician, excellent surgeon and a wonderful person. And I'm so happy to tell you all that she now joins Team Maitri. You will regularly see her in our videos, our posts on YouTube and Instagram. So welcome Dr. Smita Vats.
Thank you Dr. Anjali for making me a part of Maitri.
One packet sanitary pads, please.
Mom, what pads should I use?
Oh, just use any. Get the cheapest. What's the difference? All pads work the same way.
Should I be using the pad or something else? Am I using the right pad? But what's the big deal? Every pad is the same. Really?
So how many of us have actually given a thought or maybe even done some kind of a research before we actually buy a pad? Most of us actually just go to the shop and just buy the pad which is easily available. So maybe it's the time to think and ask for the change.
Yes, in olden times, women used to use all kinds of crazy things like seaweed, moss, coconut husk, cotton fibers, whatever came handy, and rags and so many stuff. Nowadays, thankfully, modern technology has changed the way we manage our periods.
So we have fancy options, we have fancy pads, cups, period panties, tampons and a lot more. But the problem is that most of the women do not know about what is available and they struggle with the availability and the cost of these products. So let's find out about all this in detail today. So what is the best product to be used for your leak week? So obviously that product has to be safe, it has to be comfortable and obviously it has to be economical too. A few weeks back, we spoke about menstrual cup in detail. So the difference between the cup and the period and the tampons is that the menstrual cup collects the menstrual blood, while the pads and the tampons just soak the menstrual blood. So today we will talk in detail about the pads and how to choose that right pad for you. So some fun facts. Did you know that sanitary pads were first designed to soak the blood from the battlefield wounds, and later on they realized that this can be used for soaking up the menstrual blood too.
Yes, and the first commercial sanitary pads were available way back as 1888.
And now we have all kind of fancy pads all around us. Yes. So what are the types of pads which are available and how to find that right pad for you? So let's first talk about the commonly available pads. Now these are disposable pads, which means that they have to be disposed. These are single use and throw. They cannot be used again. And these are non-biodegradable. This means that they do not degrade easily on their own. Do you know that an average pad requires almost 500 years to be completely degraded into the environment? Now that is a big environment load. Also, these pads, they contain a lot of chemicals, fragrances, they can cause a lot of rashes. These pads are actually either polymer based or gel based. These pads or the fibers in these pads are originally not white. These fibers are actually bleached to give you that white, clean, sterile look. So the bleaching process which is used to make these pads white actually releases certain harmful chemicals like dioxin, volatile organic compounds, and these are so dangerous that they can cause a lot of diseases.
Yes. They get absorbed in your body and they can stay there for many, many years and cause problems like fertility disorders, endocrine disorders, pelvic inflammatory diseases, endometriosis, and even certain types of cancers.
Yes, even cancers. Now that is very, very serious. Now this means that we really need to find safer options. So now let's talk about the safer options. So now we have biodegradable pads. These are also disposable pads, which means that you cannot reuse them, but they are biodegradable, which means that they probably take only 2 or 6 months to get completely degraded into the environment.
Yes, and that is because they are made up of natural fibers like bamboo fibers, banana fibers, jute or cotton fibers. And these can be decomposed in the environment quite easily. Plus, they are easy on your skin, they do not cause any rashes or irritation. Of course, they are slightly more expensive as compared to the non-biodegradable pads. They cost somewhere around 200 to 500 rupees per cycle.
And they're actually very innovative. I read somewhere that they have a lining of a beeswax under the pads to make it stuck to the undergarments. So how innovative is that?
Yes. And that also helps in preventing the leakage of the fluid through the pad.
So the next safer type of pads are reusable pads. This means that they can be reused multiple times. They are not single-use times. So they can be either cloth-based or synthetic fiber-based. These are not very expensive because they can be used multiple times. So after every use, you just need to wash them, clean them, sanitize them. They're easy on the skin too.
Yes, and they can be actually used for as long as 1 to 4 years.
Wow.
So which makes them quite cost effective. Of course, sometimes there are leakage problems, but the solution is that you change them more frequently before the pad becomes completely soaked, and you may even use 2 pads at a time.
Yes. And they are biodegradable also in case they are cloth pads, and in case they are synthetic fiber based, they are at least recyclable, which is a very big advantage.
Yes, it decreases the environmental load. Yeah. So plus we have a lot of new fancier options nowadays, you know. There are period panties which have actually a pad stuck onto them. You can simply wear them.
You just have to pull them on?
Yeah.
My God, that's so cool.
You can simply pull them on, use them, wash them and reuse them. So they are cost effective, convenient and comfortable. Apart from that, there are anion based pads which have a small chip that releases negatively charged ions into your body that are supposed to make you feel fresher.
My God, how cool is that? That your pad actually has a chip into it.
Yes.
And in all these pads, you have so many varieties, like you have small pads, big pads, pads for the heavy flow, light flow, with wing, without wing, antibacterial. I mean, you can choose whatever you fancy. So what's the problem with the pads?
Well, they can cause skin problems, rashes, irritation. They are not very environment friendly and they can cause serious health hazards as bad as cancers.
But I really feel that the biggest problem is that most of the quality control bodies do not require the contents of the sanitary pads to be disclosed on the pad. Now this means that an average consumer does not know what goes in making a sanitary pad. So what can you do?
Research on the products that you use and use them responsibly.
So a quick talk as to how you should dispose your sanitary pad. In India itself, per year, we generate 12.3 billion sanitary pads. Now that's a huge number. So the disposal of sanitary pads is our collective damn responsibility. Throwing your sanitary pad down a toilet flush drain is absolutely wrong. So what is the right way to dispose your sanitary pad?
Well, non-biodegradable pads, once you've used them, wrap them in a newspaper and throw them into bins which are dedicated for biomedical waste or for recyclable things. And for biodegradable pads, you can simply bury them in the ground and they decompose within a period of maybe 2 to 6 months.
So how cool is that? So I hope you found the information today useful. The purpose of today's video was not to go against any brand, but to help you make the right choices. And like always, today if you like this video, please do not forget to
Like, share and subscribe to Maitri.
and we will see you soon.